But we're getting this match underway. It's going to be Forklift Certified versus AS. I'm not even going to go ahead and attempt that name, but we're going to get started with the knife round. And if you don't know how the knife round works out, it's going to be the two sides going ahead and knifing each other. The one who comes out victorious will start on whatever side that they like. And those odds are very strange when it comes to who's going to win this. We're going to see how much we can get with the knife round, but we'll just back up just a little bit more. Now see how much we can get going, because now it's a 3 versus 1. Paladin only on 3 HP. He's going to go ahead and run away as fast as he could. Jaek should be able to get him in the ladder, but the good juke, but Fuar is able to catch him in the very last moment. Now this is going to be Forklift Certified, being able to pick on which side they would like. Probably going to end up being on the CT side. I would be shocked, and yes, here we go. We're going to go ahead and pick the better side. So now they decide to go for cash, which is very interesting. I didn't even know that was in the map pool. And let me tell you something. Let me go ahead and show you this really quick. I have exec files of OBV, and you can see all these exec files of observing configs, and cash is not one of them. So this is going to be very fun, very bland, and like just trying to see how we can go out. So now, once again, when it comes to observing, it's going to be very tough because I'm not a CSGO observer. I'm just a caster. So we're going to see how well we could do when it comes to observing and all that stuff. But I can tell you for certain it's going to be a lovely little A play coming underway. And now it's going to be a slow A push. But Flash is coming out. And the first thing that's going to happen is Catnical is going to go ahead and take him out. See if he can find any more. But Catnical is getting a nice little rotation going on from the Forklift Certified side. So now, all this saying words and all this clicking buttons is really, really confusing my brain. Hal is going to see if he can find anything over at New Box. But he's going to jump down. He's spotted immediately behind that smoke. Ultra over at New Box is going to spot out one, see how much he can get done. He's going to be alone with just now. He's going to be all by himself. Only gets one, and it's going to be Hal closing out the round. It's going to be the first round going to Forklift Certified. Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. Lovely little stuff. Now this streaming, I know I'm gonna stumble a lot. I will stumble a lot on my words because what I'm doing now is manually observing all these people when I usually have GoTV to do so. I usually have GoTV to just do all my thing. I promise you. I swear. But now it's a little bit annoying because now it's just me trying to press buttons, focus on what's about to happen next, and also try to cast it. And there's 10 buttons to press, so this is a little bit annoying. But other than that, we'll make it work to the best of our ability. The mid player is going to get a lot of action, getting the MP5. Good damage coming out of Jaek, but no kills coming out of it. It's just a few players on less than half HP. More players coming in middle. It's going to be all 5 players for the KS side. And Catnical, see what he can find with the MP9. He's going to be slow reaction time, and they're going to run him down completely. Flashes do come out in an empty A site. Fuar, going to see what he can do with the MP9. Now gun on him. Does take out one. See if he can find any more damage with it. There are 2 players extremely low. One on 80 HP. The bomb will be going down. Does find another. Now it's going to be a 2 versus 2 with MP9s are roaring. And make that a complete second round for Forklift Certified. Awesome, good stuff when coming out of them. And the play was, I think they got, KS definitely got the round going where they wanted it to go because it was a full eco. They didn't expect to win the round. As a matter of fact, they took out 3 players, which is a very, it's more than the majority of the team, right? So now, Forklift Certified, yes, they won the round, but you already see Catnical going into an M4, but not much utility behind it. And then Jaek on the same deal with him. Meanwhile, AK-47's ops, 2 double ops on the KS side. We're going to see how far can Foe get with it. And we already have a disconnecting player, which is always great to see. Smoke does come out. Jaek not spotting anything in mid, but it seems like a tech pause is probably going to end up happening due to the fact that we did have a disconnecting player. No player take damage just yet. So I would not see, I would imagine this could easily be a restart round if the administrator is able to do so. See, Catnical with a knife out. Definitely there's something else going on in this round. But however, they're still grouping up at the B side and rotations are happening. So I guess it's going to be a play on. KS already a man down due to the disconnect. Nade does some decent damage. And now damage is made far on this B site. Gonna see what he can find when it comes to this MP9 versus an AWP. But he's playing an off angle. Just waiting for them to push in. I don't think he's going to get any information off this. Fuar is getting a little bit curious with that off now coming into play. It's going to be Hoooowl, Watermelon taken down too. And now it's going to be equalizing. We got the players coming in from tree. Hoooowl with the FAMAS is making sure no one's pushing. Meanwhile, got a player up in heaven waiting for a bomb plant. Both Forklift Certified R. It's going to be a safe plant, and it's still no push coming out of it except for Catnical. Taking more space than usual. Now it's going to be Jaek going down in heaven. It's going to be Hoooowl only into 1 versus 2. Does spot 1. Doesn't know where the second is. Not exactly. The flash does come out. He's going to see what he can find coming out of it. The flash is good, but not good enough to win the round. It's going to be the first round for KS. I swear, this is mentally draining already. Just trying to click on buttons, try to see what's about to happen versus explaining what's about to happen. It would be lovely having GoTV still up and available. It's going to be a hat buy coming out of the the Forklift Certified side. With some pistols and 180 WP being bought into. Meanwhile, the A play is coming underway. It's going to be more of an A split. Not much than 2 pistols on this A side, while the M4 and AWP located on the opposite side of the map. Catnical. Gotta see what he can find. Along with Hoooowl. Door will open soon. The smokes do come out. Now they know the A play is going to be coming underway very soon. The door does open, giving an opening. Now, one is being spotted by Hoooowl, and Catnical is going to damage another one with the AWP. Now they know he's in this corner. Over here, see if he can spot another, but it's not going to be much left after that. Hoooowl is going to see what else he can find, but Watermelon does damage another player. Hoooowl goes down. Another one goes down. It's going to be Water, 2 versus 2. That pistol versus the AWP. 2 ops in play. Water does make good moves, but not good enough. Now it's going to be Fuar with the AWP. Does take out one. He's going to see if he can find this 1 versus 1. Does spot the fake plant. Another fake plant. He's just holding this angle. He got him trapped. He has him pinned down. Good flashbang, but not enough to almost get that shot off. And now he's going to be running into new box. Both players extremely low. 1 op shot, 1 pistol away. Not sure where both of these players are. They're just completely trying to guess. The 2. The bomb is now planted. New box and forklift. Does the forklift give Fuar power? On his side. He knows he's low. He's going to take out the pistol. He spots the scope. He definitely hears the scope and does find the headshot onto Paladin. It's going to be a 3rd round coming out of Forklift Certified. A beautiful, lovely clutch round. And I got a surprise for you guys. We got replays. We're going to take a look at that and see how it works out. It's going to be that lovely little headshot coming out of Fuar to end the round. Why is my chat box working on this side, but that's strange. Oh well. Oh, there is a chat box on here, but we'll leave it as is. Now we have all 5 players connecting. Fuar with the AWP is going to get some action coming out of it. Does take out one, and that's the bomb spotted immediately. Molotov to delay any kind of push. What's going on, Terry? Good nade onto Ultra, just eats that up. Straight into his mount, takes out a few teeth along with him. However, the rotation is not the best call. Watermelon's left alone onto this site. Smoke does come out. Watermelon should be calling that out, and now, coming back to the B site, are Forklift Certified. Definitely spot the 2 players going into checkers. Now Watermelon gets the help that he needs. Catnical up in heaven. Does spot 1. Doesn't damage him. 3 players in checkers. 1 in B main. They do Molotov Water out just a little bit. Does take out a few damage. Fuzzy is going to be taking this 1 versus 1, but doesn't find anything much out of it. Matter of fact, all 4 players go down immediately because of that lovely rotation coming out. The play coming out of KS was very slow, in my opinion, when it comes to how do I put this? The play comes out very slow. They did throw a smoke and then just sat in checkers for a while, allowing the rotation for 2 CTs to help out Water onto that B site. But hey, I'm just a caster. What do I know? Hooowl's going to be met up with a few players up in A main, slowly peeking. It's going to be pistols coming underway as well. Catnical, jiggling this out, usually plays this angle, but decides to think more of it. However, the rotation may be called off. No players left on A side. Meanwhile, the bomb is still here. Catnical is going to damage one against that Deagle. Is going to find more. Takes a second out with him. Going to see if anything else can be made out of it, but not much can be made out of this P250 in a 1 versus 5. He does have the bomb. If he's able to sneak into any kind of gaps, could get this bomb plant. However, that's going to be very difficult considering 2 CTs are on this B side. Water should be able to call this out. And the kills do come in. No players down for Forklift Certified. And you already know what time it is. It's going to be replay time as we're taking a look at Catnical's lovely little hold coming out. Does take out a little bit of damage on one, but then the second one was extremely quick, closing out the round immediately. We're coming into the 7th round of play. The score is currently 5-1, if you could not already tell already. Now the AKs do come out of KS. Another A play looks like coming underway, considering the bomb is right behind most players. Does not spot anything in middle. Jaek is being very careful after hearing that AWP sing. Some good nade damage coming out of Hoooowl. Definitely hears them rotating back. He's going to be calling that out. Four players, however, near the A side of the map. Catnical, it's not Catnical's Fuar, looking like doesn't know what exactly he wants to do with this portion of the map. Jaek is definitely hearing a lot of mid action. He's going to see what he can find with this nade. Lining it up. Let's see how much he can get done. Not much. Just few HP of damage, but few is better than none. They're holding onto mid as best as possible, bump into each other. Now Vents is the play. Coming through, here comes Fuar with the AWP. Needs to hold on to as much as he could. As much map control as he can. Here comes the first kill. Through the smoke, he's able to find one, but the B side does fall. It's a 4 versus 4. Jaek up in heaven. He's going to see what he can find. That smoke does dissipate at this point. Does not only find damage. Catnical's holding onto the stick. And now at this point, there's only one player left, and this is where the stick comes in. He's not able to find it, and Hoooowl is able to finish him off completely. Awesome stuff coming out of Forklift Certified. Now, I see that there's a lot more new people, all right? And let me go ahead and mention this right now. Observing and casting is the most brain power you could ever ask for. All right, you see this? This is me trying to control the cameras, trying to spot the minimap, see what's happening, and also cast right over it. All right, usually I have GoTV just doing all the work for me, but this is something else. Catnical's going to be getting a very aggressive in A main. It does find a kill in 2. It's going to be Hoooowl and Catnical closing out the round immediately with the 2 versus 5. The only way that Forklift Certified could ruin this is by completely throwing this round. Catnical and Hoooowl hold on to this bomb site. The flash is good for him to push up. Catnical does not win that fight out. Now, Jaek is the next person in line. Hoooowl is going to see what he can find when it comes to that door. There's going to be 2 players in A main. The throw may be happening. Hoooowl is going to use the forklift to his advantage. Does spot one. It's going to be the second player only taking damage. Jaek is going to be the next one in line to see if he could find anything else. He does take out one. The last player is going to be low, and Jaek is going to finish out the round with the lovely 2K. Taking a look at the previous round, it's going to be a different change in pace, as it's going to be Catnical and Hoooowl going into A main and just shutting down this A rush, it seems like. Definitely a call that was being made to just change up the pace, change up the style, and everything like that. Next round of play, 7-1 on the CT side. KS does need to try to step up when it comes to this economy. It does not look great when it comes to the KS side. Now, it's a slower map play. However, they are very determined on this A side. Hoooowl on the forklift does take out one. Does not know about the player in Squeaky, but is not able to find him out. Catnical's going to be trying to see how much damage he can find, but it's not going to be much as the last two CTs are very far away. One on truck and one going up in CT spawn coming up highway. Far with the AWP. Does not sure where the other players reside. They do spot one. Watermelon's able to take out a new box player, but now it's just going to be Watermelon in this clutch. A 1 versus 2. Ultra is going to be the first mode of contact. The spray is wild. He cannot get that final kill. It's going to be a second round for KS. This is completely wild, just determining how many people are like just going everywhere. It's like organized but unorganized at the same time. We could take a look at the scoreboard very quickly as Hoowl is absolutely dominating the server. A 14-year-old talent, someone sign him. Alright, and then when it comes to the other side, Paladin's going to be at the top of the scoreboard, holding on to as best as he could to the team's lead. Flash does not go the way of KS, as players once again are very, very determined to get this A play going. They want to crack this code. But it's going to be Hoowl and Catnical holding it down once again. But this time they molly out Hoowl because he's been playing that position for a while. He does get the kill, but it's immediately traded. Now Catnical needs to respond. Both these players have been playing the same exact crossfire. And this time, it does get a few kills out of it, but they do need to change it up. Last player remaining is going to be Far. He's not... I doubt he predicts his flank coming right behind him. Fuzzy gets the damage off. Does he get the kill? He does get the kill, and eventually the 10th round is going to go to KS. We got good stuff coming underway. This flank is not something that anyone could have ever imagined. I don't think anyone in that predicament and anyone in that situation could be looking back right then and there. Now, the one thing I could say for certain is that I already mentioned this in the last round when it comes to changing up the way you play. Both Hoowl and Catnical have been playing the same exact position, so let's see if that changes. The one round that they did change, they managed to get the 3K going into A main quickly. Catnical's residing in the same area while Hoowl is definitely playing a longer angle for A main. However, the A main play is probably not going to happen considering 2 players on vent. Molotov lineups are something else. Far is going to be the first mode of contact in mid. Good nade damage onto him. I don't think they spotted him. They definitely heard him though. Definitely spots one coming up vent. They do take him out eventually, but it's no match for Hoowl. Hoowl is able to top the server continuously, getting another kill on site, but now it's going to be all on Hoowl. Catnical goes down. Forklift is giving him the power of the forklift. Does know that the one player is on site. Hoowl is going to see what he can find, but that flashbang does not help him out one bit. It's going to be a deagle on Watermelon. See what he can find. He does find one, does spot the other. It's a 1 versus 1. How much damage could he get? It's not enough to close out the round. A 4th round coming out of KS. That is 3 rounds in a row coming out of them. Yes, 3 rounds in a row. I got my math correctly. And this is not really the position you want to be if you're Forklift certified, considering if they continue on this roll, it's an 8-7 half. The 7, just because you're ahead, is not a safe round to have. You definitely want to be hitting that 9. You want to be hitting that 10, so you have like a more of a safe roll. The B play is going to be coming underway. It's going to be Jaek and Water to hold down the fort as best as they could. Excuse me, it's going to be Jaek and Far. Jaek with the D. Does not find much other than one. Both players just taking out one piece and then closing it out from there. The CZ is not going to find much in this distance. But however, the P250 will. Nade damage. Does soften up Water just a little bit, but not enough to be anything deadly. However, it's still just a P250 underway. Water is going to see what he can find. Hoowl picks up a gun. Does have a scout on him. Both missing the shots. Hoowl is going to see if he can get in the clutch, but however, he's not able to find it. That is going to be 4 rounds in a row for KS. They're definitely picking up this lead. It was 7-1. If you are viewing it just now, they was 7-1 currently. Just an update on the scoreboard. Howl's still topping the server entirely, while Paladin is going to really hold on to this lead when it comes for his team, the KS side. Some quick plays are coming out of A. Catnical this time with an AWP instead. Flash is good. Blinds him really well. Hoowl gets pre-fired. And now they know that AWP is on this side. Mollies do come out. They are flushing out as much as they could. These flashes and nades are doing stupendous amount of damage and closing off angles. Flash misses. However, the highway player completely gets caught off guard. Now Jaek and Fuar. Now it's just going to be Fuar. All by himself in a 1 versus 4. These gaps that KS are finding is costing them the round. It's costing Forklift the round. They're finding gaps upon gaps, and now we're talking about, at best case scenario, a 9.6 for Forklift Certified, or an 8.7 for KS. Now I'm trying to see if I could read the chat along with going through this, and I wish I understood what the hell was happening. Ultra's going to be completely disrespecting this smoke coming underway, and we see a lot of players switching up positions. A good flashbang coming out of Jaek, and it's allowing him to move forward continuously. However, this play could be coming underway. Ultra hasn't been spotted yet. He is spotted and traded out. Hoowl goes down. However, Jaek is there for the trade. The top player on the server does manage to take out one, and it's going to be Watermelon trying to see if he can hold on to the A site, as now middle is compromised completely. Flashes do come out. Wada knows about middle. He hears the steps coming, but he's not able to find anything. Now it's going to be Fuar once again, all by himself. These gaps and trades are not coming underway, but Fuar now with a 2K could try to close out this round with a 1 versus 3. Does not hear the player going highway. Silent makes his way towards the backlines in silent, but Fuar's brain is swelling. He does not get the kill, however. Very, very close to clutching out that round. The last round and a half, reminder, it was an 8.7. Look at this 2K coming out of Fuar. Good stuff coming out of him. He, however, could not close out the round. A P90 is coming out of Catnical. First P90 of the tournament. Very low util on almost no one. We got a smoke and a flashbang. 2 smokes and a flashbang on the Forklift Certified side. Meanwhile, the A play is coming underway, and Catnical is going to do as much damage as he could with the P90. Does have the bomb down. Gets a little bit more, but not enough. Hoowl finds one with the Foss. Tries to see if he can get a second. Now looking for something possibly a little bit better. Flashes do come out. He's definitely panicking just a little bit. Flash are good. However, he finds a second as well. Water is very deep inside. Squeaky could definitely close that out for him. However, the smoke just covers it up. It's going to be an 8.7 for the CT side on Forklift Certified. Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. It's a story, man. It's just rushing through me right now. The blood is pumping. Look at the streaks on both ends. We got a 7-1 starting a quarter, a starting quarter, a 7-1 lead on the Forklift Certified side, and then completely brought back by KS. 7 rounds in a row. I'm sorry, 6 rounds in a row, and then the final round finally getting closed out by Forklift Certified. And we love the ping, absolutely love the ping. Catnical on 208 and Foe on 209. At this point, what we're probably waiting for are the players to get ready for the final half, and who knows if any of them have to take a little bit of a break after that. I can imagine that during these streak rounds, whether it's in the beginning or the end, it does take off a mental toll. And this is not what I wanted one bit, but this is what I wanted. And you know what we also want? The rounds to start once again. And we're about to get that in about 5 seconds or so. Now we got the pistol round coming underway when it comes to Forklift Certified and KS on an 8-7 scoreline for Forklift Certified in the lead. The immediate call is going to be a B play led by Hoowl. Hoowl topping the server. How much can he get done when it comes to this Glock 18? Catnical is going to be throwing a decoy out. And immediately, Hoowl is going to get annihilated. Now, Catnical is going to try to entry as much as he could. He does find the first kill. However, Jaek has the bomb. He does know that now. He's going to find as much as he could. Jaek does also gets a little bit more damage. Catnical is going to take these fights. However, does not win it out. Some damage off. Fuzzy does find that kill onto Watermelon. 2 versus 2. Got a player in B main. Finds the last one. Now it's going to be 1 versus 1. Fuzzy completely on low HP. Blinded. Fuar is. Just one bullet will do the job. It doesn't even need to be a headshot. Now Fuar is going to see how much he can find. And he does find the headshot regardless. It's going to be 9th round coming out of Forklift Certified. How much of that can I get? How much of that can I show? It's that final clutch. Trying to see ring around the rosy. That's a very quick reaction. All he sees. Let's look at that one more time. Let's look at that one more time. All he sees is that shoulder. All he sees is the shoulder. Oh, I messed up the replay completely. Did I mess it up completely? I messed it up completely. It's alright. Is this it? No, it's not. We're going to give up on that. But either way, Jaek is going to be the first one in. Make that Catnical. Lovely little entry fragger. And does find both kills completely. Opening up the B side. Now we have a player in heaven. With the MAC-10, taking these long-range shots, Paladin's not going to react to it at all, considering that there's a player all the way up, close to his side. Silent definitely needs the help, and Fuar does take out another. Catnical's going to find a third in this round. It's going to be just Paladin, all by himself. Going to see if he can find a kill, which he does not even. It's going to be all 5 players standing for Forklift Certified. Now, this should definitely be working. 100%. Catnical, great entries coming out of him. 2 kills immediately off the back with the MAC-10. 208 ping, by the way. And manages to find both those kills. Now it's tying up with Hoooowl on kills. And Fuar is definitely caught up with them, considering he's 20-8 in the entire game. Smokes do come out. They are unsure if any aggression is on their side. All players are grouped up. Catnical is going to be the first mode of contact when it comes to foe's aggression. Haven't heard much out of foe in this game. However, he does find that first kill. Now Watermelon is going to be the second one to come in contact. He does not find his fight. Oh, getting a 2K immediately. Hitting double digits on his kills. All players on Forklift Certified are still currently on the B side. Gonna see if they can crack it open. However, foe is holding on to this side as much as he could. It's gonna be Ultra instead. If I could just get that, that would be an outstanding, please. Fuar is gonna be with the MAC-10, definitely getting foe at this point. Now it's gonna be his silence. Some spam damage to see how much he can find. However, Fuar is not taking that. He does not want any part of that. A reload is going to be heard. However, he still does not want to push through it completely. Instead, he's going to go for checkers instead. Checkers is completely wide open. Fuar is able to catch that bomb. Yep. 22 seconds left. Able to sneak right past. He's got to win this fight against Silent. But however, foe right above him does take him out. It's going to be an 8th round coming out of KS. Forklift Certified still have that 2-round lead. Now, what do I got for you today? Let's see. Oh, yeah. You remember that 2K that foe got? Yeah, we got that for you. Silent game, but a matter of fact, this impact is all that matters. This 2K does manage to close out the round and then leaving Forklift Certified pretty much with their jaws open, not even sure what to do with the rest of the game. As you can see, they were kind of just stumbled, not too sure what to do next. They did not have a plan B whatsoever. Catnical is going to see if he can spam through the smoke, and there is a player named Fuzzy that wants to get aggressive. However, he thinks less of it. Nade does come out. It only does a few ticks of damage to Catnical. A is going to be the play, and 4 players on the CT side are very close by to A. Hoooowl loses his battle in mid. So this is going to be all an A main side, except for Jaek over at Squeaky. Flashes do come out. Jake's flash does not come out exactly yet. Does not blind anyone just yet. Jaek is going to see if he can smoke off just a long corner, and he's going to entry it out. Does find one, however, he cannot find the last. Now Fuar left in a 1 versus 4. Not much he could do, considering he's going to be surrounded completely. All 4 CT players were close to that A main side, completely cutting off any kind of execute coming underway. It was like they were read like a textbook, read like immediately. And there was not much they could have get done from there on out. Pistols come out of Forklift Certified. Definitely the economy is going to be having a rough time on them. Hoooowl is going to be the first mode of contact. Does have that Tech 9 out. However, there should be no... I was going to say no player watching checkers. However, there was no players to begin with. And that bomb plan is going to help out a hell of a ton coming into the next round. Now, Foe up in heaven is going to be dropping a flashbang just to push in just a little bit. Fuar is not able to win out his fight in checkers, and now it's going to be Watermelon seeing what he can find with this Mag 10. Paladin does have the P90 and does find Catnical with it. He's going to see if he can spot more. He's just spraying and praying completely. Foe with the AWP is not able to find the second kill. As a matter of fact, it's going to be closed out the round by Jaek. Jaek finding those last 2 kills is going to be stupendous, and now it's going to be 11-9 scoreline coming out of him. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. I'm absolutely getting used to it. This is good. Like I said just earlier, 11-9 scoreline. The first is 16 if you're unaware how to play CSGO. Now it's going to be a burnt out eco coming out of KS side. We've got a P90, a USP Scout, 2 Scouts, as a matter of fact, and an M4A1S. I'm sorry, M4A4. Forklift Certified is leaning a little bit more towards A. After the B play completely worked when it comes to the pistols, they lean towards A right after. Matter of fact, I haven't seen Forklift win an A execute play. Not just yet. A matter of fact, the Bs have been working out for them. Silent's going to be hearing all this coming under his way. And he's going to go ahead and take out Hoooowl, and a matter of fact, take out Fuar as well. So he could find a third. Watermelon spotted by him. Nate is not going to be doing as much as he could. He does get mollied out, does reposition. Catnical is being able to take out. Jaek is going to see what he can find just on 3 HP. Does find one, but gets spammed through the smoke immediately. Now it's a 11-10 scoreline. KS catching up with, I believe, 2 rounds in a row. Not exactly. 2 rounds in a row. 1 goes to Forklift and then 3rd. This has been both back and forth. 3 rounds on each side when it comes to this half. And on this replay, we see Silent holding down the fort as best as he could. With 1 and finding a 2nd as well. Now, in this round, we got the pistols once more when it comes to Forklift. They're going to go through checkers. However, that AWP is here and singing. Does find 1. Spots, tags a 2nd, almost. However, gets overran. This Catnical Tech 9 is going to go ahead and push into heaven as fast as he could. However, he thinks more of it. He's going to try again for it, but he's done unsuccessful this time. These B players are working out for pistols. I don't see why not go for a rifle B rush. Fuar is going to close out the round with those final 2 AWP shots, and it would be an absolute sin not to look at that again. Now, there's no actual way for me to crop out the replays to exactly where I want it, but this is exactly what we want to see. The Fuar closing out the round. Two-round lead for Forklift Certified, and once again the pistols coming out of KS and a Scout and an MP9. Gonna see how much of an eco they can get. Paladin with the Scout. Gonna spot out middle just a little bit. Does not spot the player up in vents. However, he's gonna re-peek it. Close, but Catnical is the one that finds the first kill. Matter of fact, finds 2 of them. Now AK-47 is in Fuzzy's hands. Mid is gonna be cut off completely. And they're gonna go for A instead. Hoooowl is holding off rotations as best as he could. Got 1 player going down on Jaek. Hoooowl is now spotted out and not able to find anything when it comes to the mid position. Now 2 AWPs, 2 AKs in the hand, sorry. Over the last player. Not much he could do. Considering, oh my god. Alright, ignore that completely. He's gonna go ahead and see if he can find another one. Trying to close out this round. However, Fuar misses his shot. Ultra is now gonna save after that brilliant shot coming out of him. Definitely gave him the confidence to go ahead and try and give it a shot, but after that AWP shot, I'm not too sure what made him want to run away. I'm not too sure. Maybe no kit on him. That is completely factual. No kit onto him. It was a lost round for him anyway. And I messed up the replay. I accidentally hit the replay button right then and there, so we can't even get to see it. That's just our memory now. That's just between us now. Now, Forklift Certified do win 2 rounds in a row, and that is a really big moment for them. Only because they've been falling under this pistol rifle pattern for a little bit, and that's a really tough rut to get out of. Now, being able to win 2 rounds in a row, they are able to buy into the next round if they do, unfortunately, take the round loss. Catnical invents, opens it up for himself, possibly going to look through it later into the round. Jaek lurking out of A, going to make a little bit of noise, and Catnical's able to find one in middle. Going to see if there could be more out of him. Jaek is going to be getting deeper into A. Going to be spotting out one. He does pre-fire one and not able to find the second. Catnical's going to be seeing if he could be the second entry. However, Ultra does close out a lot. Watermelon. Far away. Deep out. P90 on Fuzzy. Does not spot. Oh, does not spot Hoowl coming out of middle. This time is going to be everything coming out of Hoowl. Does not even know he's here, but again, whiffs the shots. Seems like the pressure on Hoowl is getting to him as he spots the last player. Is not able to close out that round. It's the P90 to win it. That is rough stuff. Rough stuff. A beautiful flank coming out of Hoowl. And the timing worked out in his favor. Pretty sure Hoowl was able to spot that player in truck. However, the bullets just did not connect. Two rounds separate Forklift Certified and KS. And the B play is coming underway once again on this low buy. The aggressive shots coming out does not work out. However, more aggression coming underway. Fuzzy is going to be the first responder, but does not get anything out of it. Paladin going up in heaven. This is usually where he resides. Typically. That Molotov, does it spread to him? It does. Now he's getting tagged up. Hides in the corner. He's able to find more. Now Silent on 1 HP. In B main. With a P90 as well. Paladin's going to see what he can find. Definitely spotted up in heaven and triple. R does keep spamming him down. Warning shots. Ultra is the first one to head in, but Watermelon gets the trade immediately. Silent on that 1 HP is not much he can get down. Especially with the P90 of all things. I think he's still too close to the bomb. Yeah, get out of there. Does manage to survive. No damage taken out of him. Forklift Certified hit 14. However, despite the lead, 15 is the safe spot. That guarantees a no loss in regulation. Is there an OT? I have zero clue. I guess there's only one way to find out. Once again, the broken buy is coming out of KS. While Watermelon decides to hold on to the P90. I would love to see what he does with this. These are the rounds that Forklift Certified loses. The eco rounds. Fuzzy being taken down deep into his HP. And gets taken out by Catnical coming out of vents. Watermelon just making sure that more players are not located inside this B site, and Ultra gets traded out immediately. Flashes do come out, but no push coming behind it. Watermelon holds on to this B main side. It's going to be the players coming out of Heaven and Tree. Bo with the Deagle is going to see how much he could find. Does spot one over by triple. Bo with the Deagles, not able to find much. And now Paladin's going to see if he can close out the round with the P90. Does find one. Does find two. See if he can find a third. But he has to reload. Despite it having a large mag, Jaek gets taken good damage. But not the kill. It's going to be Forklift Certified hitting 15. And that ring, that noise, means match points for Forklift Certified. KS need 4 rounds in a row. 4 flawless rounds in a row. no mistakes, to see what happens, whether it's going to be a tie or push it to OT. I could imagine it's OT since the bracket, how it works out. And now they get the weakness. They spot the weakness on B, especially with this low economy buy. Trying to spot some aggression now. Over at B, we got 4 players over here, but they're deciding to change their rotation. Paladin's gonna see what he can find, but that Molotov will allow him to back up. Middle control is completely Forklift certified. FC is spreading out, seeing what they could find. However, it looks like the end goal is going to be A, considering the bomb is spotted over here. Fuzzy is going to be hiding in the forklift, using their own power against them. Peeking out, does not spot anything. 5-7, not able to find much one bit. Hoowowl is able to win out that fight along with Jaek. We got a 3 versus 4, make that a 2 versus 4 on the hands of Paladin and Silent. Silent very far away over in the B side, and Paladin is going to go down, making this an impossible clutch. Coming out of far, he's going to be getting the dink. Silent needs to find what he could do. Not much able to get out of him. Silent's going to not able to close out the round. Hoowowl was stuck into the ground. It's going to be a good game coming out of Forklift Certified on Cash. And now we got the final scoreline coming on your screen.